For many years, Mark Consuelos has been the epitome of charisma, energy, and effortless self-assurance. First, his debut, Act as Though You Were Mark, has developed a career focused on relationships, from his fascinating roles in Riverdale to his work with wife Kelly Ripa on Live with Kelly and Mark. In addition to his jobs as host and actor, fans have come to know him for his sincere friendliness, sense of humor, and love for his family. But in an unexpected turn of events, Mark just revealed details of a very personal struggle, a horrible illness he has been battling in secret. It wasn't promoted with a well-written press release or Instagram post. Instead, it happened during a candid conversation, when his typically lighthearted manner turned solemn and his eyes showed the weight he had been carrying. He claimed that Mark disregarded the warning signs for a long period. He persuaded himself that his rigorous schedule, which encompassed live television, acting, producing, and family responsibilities, would inevitably result in fatigue and suffering. "I dared to believe I could simply push through anything," he stated. "I would always get up early, head to the set, do the show, and then head to the gym. I was naive enough to think that there was no need to relax. However, your body will think differently." Without revealing graphic medical information, Mark revealed that his illness is persistent and physically demanding. There will be no quick fix for this. It requires perseverance, constant effort, and the capacity to roll with the punches when confronted with unforeseen obstacles. No matter how exhausted he was, he claimed that the pain would keep him awake at night and that mornings would be like dragging a weight twice his size. Even though Mark's comments had a significant impact, Kelly's response was quietly recalled. Anyone present witnessed Kelly's eyes well up with tears as soon as it occurred. She kept his hand throughout their conversation. It was a normal response for a woman who has spent nearly 30 years with her spouse through all of life's ups and downs. Despite her well-known humor and boundless enthusiasm, Kelly avoided trying to overstuff the air with platitudes. She held him close to her. A mixture of pride, affection, and the pain that comes from seeing someone you care about suffer was visible on her face. At the time, she wasn't the most shrewd morning show host. She was a loving woman who focused entirely on her spouse. Mark acknowledged that he will need to reconsider his work ethic in light of this diagnosis. He has no plans to completely give up acting or television, but he does want to be pickier about the projects he takes on. Without the demands of a busy filming schedule, Kelly and her 3 kids would have more time at home, more relaxed mornings, and more quality time together. "This isn't the end of anything," said Mark. "All it is a change. I plan to focus entirely on my loved ones, my physical health, and the activities that bring me joy." The most significant of Mark's findings is perhaps the one that applies to everyone. The difficulties that even the most vibrant and seemingly invincible people encounter are not always visible to the outside world. When he chose to share his experience, he wasn't attempting to evoke sympathy. The lesson was to be mindful of one's body, take care of oneself, and not be ashamed to slow down when needed. Kelly's unwavering presence showed that having someone to turn to in difficult times may make all the difference. In addition to focusing on his therapy and changing his lifestyle in the upcoming months, Mark will treasure the time he spends with Kelly and their family. He said that when you're loved, even in difficult times, you discover that you can conquer anything. Subscribe and turn on alerts to follow Mark and Kelly's journey and see what happens in the upcoming chapter. There is so much more to come in this story of love, tenacity, and silent courage.